All right, guys and gals, we're looking at expressions and equations, linear inequalities, and specifically talking about how we're able to graph linear equalities. Let's check it out. So, when we see this problem, y is less than or equal to 3x minus 2. What we're going to be able to do is we're going to actually be able to graph that on a coordinate grid like this. So we have our starting positions. We start at -2, which is our y-intercept. There we go. And then we have our slope. 3, 1, up 3, over 1, up 3, and over 1. There we go. I'm going to attempt draw that in. This program that I have does not give you a line that you're able to do, so I'm freehanding this. Maybe not the best. Alright, that's how far I'm going to go for this. Now, when it says y is less than, well then I want to shade everything that is lower on the y-axis down here. So anything that is less than what I have on the y-axis. If I were to shade any numbers that were higher on the y-axis, then I would shade the opposite side. But let's pick out a point let's pick right here. 1, -1. This is actually checking to see if I did solve it. 1, -1, which of course is x, y. So I'm going to plug 1 in for x, 3 times x, or 3 times 1, that's 3, minus 2 is going to be 1, is greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to y, which was -1. And that is true. -1 is less than or equal to 1. Now remember that that's a solid line. This is a solid line right here because any point on that line will also satisfy this. Let's look at another problem that is not going to have a solid line. Let's take a look at y is greater than 1/4 x plus 3. So we're going to plot our y-intercept here. Do it in red this time, because I am recording this on Valentine's Day. I'm taking time away from my wife and my kids for you guys. Oh yeah. So 1/4, up 1 over 4, up 1 over 4, up 1 over 4. There we go. Now, I want to be careful with this because I do not want to make this a solid line. This right here is just greater than. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to create this line, but with dashes. See those great dashes? Man, that is spectacular. All of the points that I just put down, right here, 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 even this y-intercept, none of those will ever be able to be plugged in here for x and y and be able to actually say that this side is greater than this side. So everything has to be y, all of the y values have to be greater than whatever is solved over here. So let's test this out. Let's pick this point right here, 1, -1. Same thing that we tested last time. So x, y, 1, -1. Okay, let's put 1 in for this. 1 times 1/4 is, well, 1/4. Plus 3, that's going to be 3 and 1/4. Now, is that less than what we have for y, which is -1? Now, that's not true. So we cannot shade in this side. We are going to shade in this side. Look at those nice loops. I'm going to shade in with some hearts too, for it is Valentine's Day. Aww, Very nice. And even this little stuff down here, even this little stuff down here is going to be shaded in. There we go. All right, so everything above that dash line will be included. Any points on that dash line? No, it will not satisfy this inequality right here, this linear inequality. So basically graphing it as normal, but just be careful when you are graphing it to decide whether it's going to be solid or a dotted line because of that greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. And then substituting a point, if you aren't sure which way to go, substituting a point to a coordinate point in there, like we did for 1, -1, and deciding which side you should shade. If you've got any questions, you know where to come to. That's me or YouTube. And check out some more videos. But otherwise, we'll get some extra practice tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.